to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to look at how your self-talk is affecting your ability to be true to yourself. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading on YouTube, so if a message isn't making sense or you're struggling to find meaning in a message, just let it go. That's okay, because it's probably just meant for someone else. So just pay attention to the messages that do resonate. If you feel called to, get something to write with if it helps you feel more organized. So for your first card, representing how your self-talk is affecting your ability to be true to yourself. Wow. Is the Three of Swords. And I just saw 111. There's a lot of pain here around trusting yourself and believing in yourself. Something here about being misunderstood that's hard to cope with, hard to face, hard to accept. Very hard to accept. I definitely do feel a lot of pain here, and so I feel your self-talk is telling you that you can't overcome this, that you can't let go. Like there's really limiting I can't statements that your mind is telling you right now. You're giving more power to this pain. I also felt something here about power to the people. Remember that you do have power. You will always have power. It's not something that you strive for. What you strive for is using that power for self-love and for the betterment of all, rather than destruction and self-gain. This is some really interesting energy here. I definitely feel someone is feeling very trapped by their own mind, their own feelings. And one thing I definitely feel called to say is if you're feeling anxious, sad, angry, allow yourself to feel it. Just don't let those feelings have control over your actions. They only have power, these uncomfortable feelings, if you give it power. Someone here really needs to recognize their strength right now, how strong they truly are, and how they could just do something differently if they truly wanted to. I feel a lot of impatience here. If you want to heal this pain, overcome this heartbreak, and let go of things that no longer serve you, you're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to put in the time to find the courage to explore the darkness that exists within you. You might want to change your perspective on darkness as well, seeing it as something to explore rather than something to be afraid of. I felt something here about being afraid of the dark, and that made me think of Sims, so that could be a significant game for someone, which I'm just going to leave that vague because it could literally mean anything. I just saw 3, 4, 5. However, that's definitely showing up for somebody for a reason, that video game. Next, we're going to look at what you are hiding from yourself out of shame or fear. We have death. I think what you're hiding from yourself is more about hiding that there are cycles here that you need to break. There are things here that you need to overcome. I feel a lot of denial here, and whoever's watching this really needs to be honest with themselves, but also be kind to yourself while you are facing some very difficult truths. I just saw 432. You are facing these difficult truths for a reason, and there's definitely something here about just needing to trust that this wisdom, this awareness, this consciousness is going to lead you to somewhere better, to somewhere that you actually deserve to be. I really feel like there's an ending here that needs to happen that you're not allowing yourself to see. It could be about like thought patterns, like cycles within yourself that need to come to an end, but this could also be about a relationship or a job. Someone needs to be more honest about letting something go, but remember, also be kind to yourself while you're trying to be honest with yourself and trying to let something go. Now is definitely not the time to be hard on yourself. Treat yourself like you would a loved one or like you would a child. And that's not to say you're childish. I'm just saying that we all have an inner child, and it's really time for you to stop ignoring yours and stop taking away your sense of curiosity and adventure for life. The unknown is something that I really, really feel you need to change your perspective on here. Next, we're going to look at what is a healing aspect or influence that you can access right now to help you overcome this. Interesting. We have the Nine of Swords. There's definitely a lot of fear here that is supporting some sort of pain that you could have carried for a while. You don't have to, but for whoever it resonates for. I think your anxieties, your fear, you need to look at how you can take advantage of these things rather than run away from them. You need to look at what they have to offer you. There's so much potential and so much more power that you can have through facing your fears. And I also feel something here about being the calm within the storm. Whenever you're going through something that's scary or challenging, just try to breathe through it. Allow your mind, your heart, and your soul and your body, all parts of you, to express yourself in the way that you need to express yourself right now, so that way you can overcome some fears and some very deep pain here that's really, really holding you back from having what you deserve in your life, what you deserve to have at home, what you deserve to have in love or at work. You definitely need to recognize more what you deserve here and understand that overcoming your fears is worth you and the beauty that you can put out into this world. There's a message here that's definitely coming through here about we need you here. We need you to be more willing to step outside of your comfort zone and to spread your light. Know that you do have power. You always have power. There will always be a ripple effect. It just depends on what kind of ripple effect you want to create. Do you want hate rippling through everybody and everything? Do you want your energy to expand that way? Or do you want love to ripple? There's something very beautiful about that idea, love rippling. I'm going to get a drink of water. For you to really be able to overcome this, I really feel like you need to see the light within yourself, so you can also see the light in the world and see how truly safe you actually are, even after death, which is interesting because the death card is here. Maybe you do need to change your perspective on death. Understand that your soul is continuous. This reality is not, and that's okay. Death, I feel here, is just, spawning into another reality. And the universe really doesn't want you to be afraid of death and change, because it has so much to offer you. Now we're going to look at what you need to let go of. Interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's good to be hardworking, but working isn't even productive if what you need right now is to rest. I believe, as I'm recording this, there's going to be a video that I'm going to be uploading that says rest is productive too. So that could be a significant reading for you. Actually, by the time this goes up, I've already uploaded it, but I'm glad my camera is starting to act up. We're just going to leave it alone because it may just do it again, and I just really feel called to leave it alone. See, look at that. I'm going to get another drink of water before I get into this more. just saw 10:10. Know that your spirit guides, that the universe is here to communicate with you, to support you, to offer some wisdom, to show you your purpose and your true potential. And I just saw 1:22 as soon as I looked at the clock, and then 1:23. Remember that change really does start with you. Overcoming this heartbreak is going to encourage others to do the same. Facing your fears is going to encourage others to do the same, even if they're people that you don't know. With 1:23, remember that everything does happen for a reason, and try to find deeper meaning in the challenges in your life, and even what they could mean to you spiritually. Definitely trust that everything happens for a reason. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel that what you need to let go of is, I just saw 111, the idea that the more you invest in something, the faster it'll come to you, or the faster that it will grow. I just saw 1111. If you have any dreams, wishes, or desires that you really want to happen, it's all possible for you. What you deserve and what you want is possible for you. You just have to be willing to be patient enough to get there. I definitely feel here that someone needs to be more realistic in their routine, or with something that they're investing in. You need to spend time slowing down more and looking inward, contemplating, resting, releasing, processing. And I almost said processing, so there could be someone here who is from the UK, or the United Kingdom in general could be significant. It's interesting because it's being attached to hard work or being productive. Like, we have to work hard for what we want, but being too attached to working hard with the idea that we're going to get it faster, there's something here about not seeing things for what they are. If you need to take things at a slower pace for the sake of you and your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, go at a slower pace. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. The universe really, really wants you to know, to trust that everything is happening for a reason, that you're being called to slow down for a reason, and to really connect with yourself and your inner voice and your intuition. There's definitely some sort of spiritual growth here that the universe is trying to guide you to, so that way your psychic senses can be more heightened, and you can receive more guidance and information from the universe. And I don't know if you heard it, but a plane did pass by, so there could be something here about flying and traveling. Maybe the universe wants you to see the world, but you're too afraid to get on a plane or to do what it takes to make that happen. There's honestly, excuse me, there's honestly something here. I lost it because clearing my throat was distracting, because it made me think of the throat chakra. Your throat chakra could be significant right now. Seeing 3, 3, 3, there's a lot of growth and a lot of expanding here to be done around using your voice, standing up for yourself, protecting yourself from things that you don't deserve. Trust the guidance that you are receiving, the guidance that resonates with your self-love and what you deserve, rather than what you want, and like self-hate and that kind of thing. Be careful with the messages that you seem to resonate with, if that makes sense. Like, also be careful with the readers that you trust. Always, always, always trust your intuition when it comes to tarot readings, even if they're one-on-one, because tarot readers are just the messengers. The only one who truly knows your story, where you're at and where you're meant to be, is you. So if something does not feel like it's right, or it's resonating for you, listen to that. I just saw 4, 3, 2. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, and that everything is happening in your favor if you allow for it to happen in your favor. And I just saw 4, 4, 4. Focus on your foundation, your stability, and your security, and definitely your independence. Maybe these fears, because it could have a lot to do with your independence. No, like, the way that you should look at what the universe is trying to guide you to do right now is to look at all of these fears and anxieties as potential. And how do I describe this? Something to grow, something to really, really invest in and expand. Like, the universe really wants you to look at your healing and self-discovery with curiosity and adventure rather than expectations and expecting certain outcomes. Allow yourself to truly connect with the universe, with your spirit guides and yourself. Allow yourself to truly, truly connect. This definitely has a lot to do with slowing down, and meditating really, really does help with that. So maybe adding that to your daily routine could be being called for. I also just saw 555. 5 is all about change and transformation, death and beginnings. By the way, death and endings, only metaphorical. And I just saw 1616 comes down to master number 77, at least with the way that I look at it. And that's a huge reminder here that the more that you give to yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, internally, the more that you give to your feminine energy, the more that the universe can give to you and your masculine energy. I'm getting something here about input, output kind of energy. And for the last card from this deck, we are going to look at what you need to embrace or nurture right now. Whoa! We have the Fool. Wow. And the Death card here. I was literally just now thinking of the Fool card because I was like, when I was talking about death and beginnings, and then, endings and beginnings and stuff like that. That's crazy. But this is a very clear message that the universe and your spirit guides, maybe specifically your ancestors, want you to embrace and nurture some sort of new beginning that wants to unfold in your life. So, and the best way that you can embrace this new beginning is to let go of the old and allow the new to come in. I definitely feel here that you really need to allow yourself to grieve and to process and to make sure that you come out of this feeling stronger rather than defeated. There is a huge, huge ending followed by a huge, huge beginning here. You really need to change your perspective on loss and just change overall, and maybe even new things if trying new things makes you nervous. Yeah, whoever's watching this, you really, really need to see your strength more, to trust it, and to definitely believe in it. And it's interesting because with this Fool card here, Jack here, he's looking at all of this over here, and especially where the Death card is. Maybe you want this ending, but you can't find the courage, and the universe just is telling you to slow down, to allow your mind, heart, soul, and body to feel what it needs to feel, and to trust that the answers will come to you. We are going to look just a little bit deeper into this. I'm having a brain fart right now. We're going to look a little bit deeper into this with the Prismavision Tarot, with just a few cards. This whole reading, I've been using a tarot spread called the Self-Reflection Tarot Spread from DavyandTracy.com. But clarifying with these Prismavision Tarot cards, I just added that in. So let's see what we got. Ooh, we have the Ace of Swords. There's definitely, which is interesting that it's over death, there is definitely some difficult truths here that you need to allow yourself to face and to accept. And I just saw 1919, 1010. Your spirit guides are definitely near and they want to help you. They want to communicate with you. Pay attention to the signs, to the synchronicities, maybe to the coincidences. There's also the number, well, you know what? I'm just going to leave it at 1010 because that's where I feel I should leave it at. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, they all want to help you with facing these truths. You do not have to do it alone. So let them in. It's basically is what is coming through. They're really trying to speak to your inner child right now and trying to encourage you to be less stubborn and to trust that the answers that you seek are possible to find. You really need to be focused on changing your perspective right now, especially on death and loss, those kinds of things. Let's see what we have next here. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups. This is definitely a really, really beautiful energy to come through, especially over this Nine of Swords. Lots of fear, lots of anxiety kind of energy. There goes my camera again. I'm glad you got to see the card before I put it down. But with the Ten of Cups, with the 10, your spirit guides in the universe, there's a strong spiritual energy trying to come through, trying to communicate with you. It may feel like they're trying to bombard you, but not in a bad way. They really, really want to connect with you and to help you find some peace and some closure, and they want to teach you how to give yourself more, how to manifest exactly what you want out of life. Well, maybe not exactly, like for example, maybe not a specific person, but just certain traits or qualities. Definitely, it's like you can want certain things. You just have to leave room for the universe to work its magic, I guess, and for things to not be perfectly perfect. And I just saw 111. With the camera acting as it is now, it's very distracting. So there could be certain distractions here that are really, really standing in the way of you seeing things for what they are and what you should truly do in a situation. The Ten of Cups it symbolizes your long-term, I want to say emotional growth, but I was trying to say like emotional stability. Definitely growing emotionally and mentally, intellectually, spiritually is what you should be focused on. You need to be focused on your inner world right now. I'm getting tower energy. If there's some sort of upheaval in your life, all the answers that you need are going to come from within, and the universe and your spirit guides really, really want to help you with finding the answers that you really need. And for the next card, I want to show you, but I don't know if you will be able to see it, unfortunately. But it is the Three of Wands. Hopefully the camera will focus before this reading ends and you can actually see this card. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I just saw 222. My camera has been acting up since I moved, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just my phone. Actually, I forgot to record separately from making videos and to see if it acts up in a weird way, because maybe it could be doing it for spiritual reasons. I don't know, but I'll try to figure that out and get back to whoever was curious about it. But with the Three of Wands here, representing what you well, no, I don't know why I just looked back at this tarot spread. We're not doing that anymore. This Three of Wands is talking about, it's really, when I said 333 earlier, there's really strong energy here around focusing on your growth, your self-growth, your personal growth. You need to be focused on investing in yourself like you would a plant. Nurture yourself. Stay consistently committed to yourself. Maybe you need to find deeper reason or deeper meaning and to help you stay more committed to your healing. Definitely, if you're looking for deeper reason or deeper meaning in the challenges, stay patient with that. The answers will come. There's a very, very strong energy here to just trust that the answers will come. There could be some impatience here that's really tempting you to be self-destructive here, so don't do that. I just saw 3, 4, 5. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, that things are moving along just as they should be. You definitely have the potential here to expand and to grow and to have more. You just have to be willing to heal so you can make the right decisions to actually get there. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have me. I'd really, really love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.